so much for doing this with us. Before we dive into our discussion, our community would love to get to know you a bit better. Can you share with us the backstory about you, about what brought you to your specific career path?
Jeez, I'm going way back here from when I was in high school. I started playing basketball when I was about in the 7th grade, and I realized that I had a love for the game, and that's what I wanted to actually play when I went to college. I think I was a senior in high school. It was a top 100 senior basketball camp in my high school. I got an opportunity to showcase my ability in front of a lot of coaches, and my college coach, Tommy Moore, who's now an assistant at UConn, noticed me and just started recruiting me. And I didn't have many options coming out of high school, so I decided to come to Worcester State because it was the only option I had. And I came here, and then everything else is history.
All right. What drives you to continue pushing yourself and your teams to excel, even after achieving back-to-back state championships?
Winning is contagious. Just, people saying you can't accomplish certain things. My drive has always been people doubting and saying that you can't accomplish this, you can't accomplish that. I just think the motivation of people doubting me and doubting what you can accomplish with certain groups of individuals has always been my motivation to just strive to do better.
All right. How do you instill a winning mindset in your players? And what strategies do you use to maintain their motivation throughout the season?
Just telling them, obviously, as stress, we're going to have some ups and downs. You just have to keep pushing. I live by the motto of family. Families fight. Family go through things. And just in sports, you're going to go through the same struggles. And you just have to keep pushing. And eventually, if you keep pushing, you'll start to experience some success. And I've always pushed my players to do that. And we've had our ups, and we've obviously had our accomplishments, as you can see with winning the 2 back-to-back state championships. I'm just always about just keep pushing it.
As a coach, how do you balance the pressure to perform with the need to support your players' personal growth and development?
I just go in every day, and I don't think about the pressure or what people think. I just go in there and I give it my all, and I tell my kids the same thing. Give it your all, and sometimes your best isn't good enough. As long as you gave it your best, that's all that matters. As far as feeding into any pressure, I don't worry about stuff like that. I just go in and do the best that I can.
All right. What lessons have you learned from your experiences as a championship coach that you apply to your current role at Worcester State University?
Just to work hard. Always continue to work hard, and you never believe the outside noise that you may hear. Just stay focused and keep striving, and you'll achieve that success eventually if you just stay focused and stay the course.
How do you foster a culture of teamwork and unity among your players, and what activities or exercises do you use to build trust and camaraderie?
Here at North High, my time here, outside of basketball, we did spending some time together, whether it was going to a movie, going to basketball games, the trips to Florida, just so the kids can get used to knowing each other as well as the coaches just bonding with each other. So I just think spending time outside of basketball is important in creating that positive culture.
How do you handle setbacks or losses, and what strategies do you use to keep your team motivated and focused on their goals?
We talk about what we didn't do right and what we need to get better at, and then we just go back to the drawing board the next day and we try to work on those things that we didn't do well in the previous game, and hopefully the next game that they'll perform better and won't make those same mistakes. Can
you share an inspiring story from your coaching journey that illustrates the impact you have had on your players' lives?
I'm gonna think there's two situations we had. One with the Ty Tabalas, our first championship run. He had what was called septic shock, and he couldn't actually move his right or left arm, and he actually almost lost that. That situation brought our team together, as well as we lost our brother Carl the following year. Those 2 situations, I think, just brought us closer together, as well as our coaches and our community and our school. I just think that impact of those situations brought us closer together and just made our guys realize how important, how precious life is, and that we need to just work together and love one another. And I think that those 2 stories were very inspirational for our program.
How do you stay current with the latest developments and trends in your sport, and what resources do you rely on for inspiration and guidance?
I try to just keep challenging myself to get better every day because everything is changing every day. Social media is important, so I try to stay up on social media because that's what it is today. Social media, and I also try to lean back on my mentors and coaches that have had an inspiration in my journeys. With all of that, that's how I try to stay involved in current situations that are going on in today's society.
What legacy do you hope to leave as a coach, and how do you want to be remembered by your players, colleagues, and the wider community in Worcester?
Legacy I want to leave is that I worked hard and every day I gave it my all, and I kept pushing my players to achieve their goals as well. The impact I want to leave is I want people to remember me as that it was bigger than basketball. I want to have an impact on young people's lives, and I want to make a difference. And I want people to remember me for just not the basketball, but just that I cared and I just wanted more than just the basketball aspect of it.